Hello everyone, welcome back to Forex Signals. I'm Shain Vernier, market analyst, sitting in today for the powerful Max Norberry. We're going to bring you the weekly preview for the first trading week of August, and it should be a doozy. We've got some key events coming up. We've got some market analysis from new analyst Nick Quinn, and also Max has contributed a little bit of what he thinks about the U.S. stock market. So if you haven't seen exactly where to get your Forex Signals weekly preview, you just cursor all the way down to the bottom of our website here. And it's as you can see, there's a tremendous amount of content at your disposal and at your fingertips. So as we get down to the bottom of the page, you'll see right here, boom, inside the trading room, pricing, best Forex signals right there, Forex forecast, and just go ahead and give it a click, and it'll be at your disposal. Now, if you don't want to go through all that rigmarole, you can certainly just enter your email right there, and this will be delivered to your inbox every Monday morning. So you'll be ready to go, ready to trade, really by the opening bell. As soon as it goes ding, ding, you'll be in the pocket ready to go. In any case, this week's market's going to be a little bit different than last week. Last week, we were dominated by the U.S. Federal Reserve. Some of the moves that they made were unprecedented, and also that negative GDP number that came in the United States. So Q2 GDP comes in negative. You have the big Fed rate hike, and the markets really went crazy. We saw a lot of action, a lot of chaotic price action beginning about Tuesday afternoon all the way through last Friday with core PCE here in the United States. Now, this week's going to be a little bit different. We've got a few key events to look at, but the markets should be at least a little bit more even keel. I would say on kilter, not quite as chaotic as they were last week. So let's dive into a few of these things. Here's Nick Quinn, one of the newest members of the mentor team here. He's talking about crude oil. He's talking about crude oil is going down, and you know it to be true. Join me together and we can rule the galaxy. Nick really lays out some real key information here. He does a lot of his trading based on the U.S. futures, the CFTC numbers that come out on every Tuesday, but they're released 3 days after they come out. So it's one of those deals where great fundamentals, a tremendous amount of information here, and really a sophisticated read on the crude oil market. Whereas most of us will fall back on technicals, Nick brings in a lot of the volume type of analysis, a lot of the institutional hedging analysis, which is absolutely fantastic and really gives you a lot of depth when you're looking at a market as sophisticated as crude oil. So be sure to tune in there. Check out Nick's prognostications for this week. And after that, we've got, like I said, Max Norberry. I'm sitting in for him today. And you can see right here that he's bearish towards the S&P 500. Now, fascinating, really a fascinating read. You can see his key level right there is 41.55. And it's one of those situations where we saw such a tremendous bullish sentiment last week facing the really risk assets, be it crypto, be it stocks, and that was all amid an extremely hawkish Fed release. So he's looking for a bit of a retracement this week, and he gives you the reasons why. Really short, sweet right there. He's talking buy-side liquidity. He's talking about exactly what to expect out of price action itself. And right there, boom, there's your price chart. It's too sweet, 1, 2, 3, and he's got his market read right there. So pretty good stuff from Max and Nick. Myself, I put out the weekly preview every week. I take it not necessarily one market, but I just give you a broad overview of what to expect really in the coming 5 days of trade. You can see right here, I do Monday through Friday. We go through some of the key events. We talk about some of the key markets that are likely to be impacted. So if you're showing up Monday morning or you're showing up Sunday afternoon, you say, hey, I need to know what's on tap for this next week, and you don't want to do the research yourself, it's already done for you. So just show up, boom, say what's on tap for Wednesday. Okay, we've got New Zealand's employment change. Let's be looking at the Kiwi. Very short and sweet, good way to start your week. So for this week, the key events that I'm looking at are Reserve Bank of Australia Tuesday during the Asia Pacific session, expected to raise interest rates 50 basis points from 1.35 to 1.8. That's going to be the first really big market mover. And then the second one's going to be Thursday. It's BoE time. Nick Quinn's going to be all over that live. Bank of England's going to issue their rate decision for August. Rates are expected to rise to 1.5% from 1.25. So we're in that cycle, that tightening cycle right now. The international game of one-upsmanship is what I call it, at least from a central banking perspective. So that's our weekly report. Be sure that you check us out. Enter your name in there. We'll blast this thing out to your email box first thing every Monday morning, and you'll be in the know and ready to go for the trading week ahead. Also, be sure to subscribe to our Forex Signals YouTube channel. We got interesting new content out there every week, typically 2 videos a week. We're covering everything from strategies to really the leading top issues of the day. So pretty good stuff there, really sets the table for you. As far as what I would be looking at least for an early week type of a scenario, Just a few markets, big time mover and shaker here. The US dollar, Japanese yen, we're seeing tremendous bearish participation for the third week in a row. We've got some key levels down there, 131, 31. I'm looking at key, 62% retracement of this current weekly wave. So that's really a big deal to me. And 129 flats, also another big deal. So if you're trading the yen right now, it looks to me like the tide's turning just a bit. Another key market that we really need to value here, or at least try to price a bit in our mindset, is gold. You take a look at gold. Gold was a big mover and a shaker last week, which was sort of counterintuitive. Remember, that hawkish monetary policy comes on. Commodities should see weakness. We didn't see that out of gold. We saw a big time bullish break for the first, I would say, really a significant bullish break for the first time in a few months. So we're back above 1750. We're driving higher. We had some key levels and a key break point. As you know, at press time right here, we're looking at 1775. What can we have to the top side? Potentially 1779 or 1803. For me, I'm going to be holding off for that 1803 level. I think it's a fairly big level. And then lastly here, we'll take a look at Bitcoin. What's a party without Bitcoin, right? You get into Bitcoin, you say, okay, where are we at? Macro picture? Well, I mean, from a macro perspective, we're very, very bearish here. Very, very bearish, but things are changing. We really bounced off of that key area down there, that 17.625. That 78% level of that COVID range, 2020's panic lows to 2021's euphoric highs, 78% of that retracement, we bounced off of that. We had a few weeks of rotation around 20,000, and then we broke to the current weekly 38% retracement, which is right there at 23.2. And currently, that is right where we're trading. So it looks to me like the tides are turning a bit for Bitcoin and maybe crypto in general. We're seeing some strength. Who knows where we go. So in any case, that's about it for this little brief. Be sure that you check in with our weekly preview, weekly report. It's a fantastic way to get your week started. Be sure that you register. Email in the box. We'll send it out to you right away. And also the YouTube channel is a fantastic resource. So for right now, I don't have anything else for you. We'll see you in the trading room and have a great week.